It's your boy, Swoop, TCG, and we are out here with that fire, that heat, that sauce. Guys, I just cooked up Dracotail Primite. I know a lot of y'all been waiting for this. I think I cracked the code. Now, my extra deck is not sound, and there is probably one card I would add to the deck, but I have not gotten there yet. Right now it's sitting at a clean 44, and I'm loving that, and I'm loving the side. I will be making adjustments as I test play, but so far so good. I love it. I think it's phenomenal. And I'll go over my tech choices and why I chose those options and how I played it as I go through the deck profile. And if you guys like it, if you guys want to see more of it, you guys want to know more about combos with it and how your thought process should be with the Primite engine being mixed in with the Dracotail engine, let me know in the comment section. I will happily post, a play-by-play, my end boards. We'll do some interactive video, kind of like I did with the Azamina Diabell, so you guys can see the combo hands and what to do with randomized hands. Or if you guys just want to see just like one card combos and stuff like that, this deck isn't really a one card combo deck, but good thing you're not just drawing one card, and we're not out here top decking. So you're gonna have 5 cards in your hand, and most of the time you're either gonna have a handful of hand traps and you just pass turn and then beat them out and then you draw engine, or you got engine and you just cook them. So, but this profile is gonna allow you to go into Dragoon turn 0. Dracotail combo can lead you into Dragoon. Primite combo can lead you into Dragoon. Everything can lead you into Dragoon. That's the coolest part about this. That's the coolest part about this deck. So it just powerhouses Dragoon out to the field. And Dragoon's too crazy. So, you can 2-summon Dragoon in this deck. Like, that's wild. 2-summoning Dragoon is crazy. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump on in and let me know what y'all think. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and jump on in. You know how we do it. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the engine first. Then we'll go into the non-engine, why I'm choosing that non-engine. And then we'll go ahead and jump into the extra deck and then side deck. All right, so first up, we got the Primite engine. Now, naturally, we're going for turn 0 Dragoons. So our vanilla will be the Dark Magician. We play the 3 barrels. This is gonna be our second normal summon in the deck. All right, we only have 2 normal summons in the deck. That helps with consistency, huge. 1 drill beam. Now, I love to have 2 drill beams, but with this, we don't want to see that many spells inside our hand with this deck. It conflicts, so having 1 drill beam is fine, and 1 drill beam is hard enough to deal with. 2 loads. This is our fast track to getting to Dragoon. Barrel to load to Dark Magician with a Femina in hand. That's Dragoon right there. Easy plays, and this is forcing your opponent to interact with you, just for you to go back in and interact with them with the other engine, which we'll go ahead and get into. King of the Swamp. This is a controversial card, but this helps with turn 0 making Dragoon, or when later in your combo, if this is in your hand and you Dracotail combo and you have the Femina in hand, you haven't used the Femina yet, guess what? Now you got your Dragoon. So this just helps you get to Dragoon. So you have literally like 9 ways to get your Dragoon in this deck. Next up, we have the 3 Femina, the GOAT, the God card. This is your turn 0 Dragoon card. Next up, probably the best normal summon in the deck, right here. All right, this guy is absolutely phenomenal because you summon him, they negate the effect of fusion summon, you just pass turn because you have hand traps, and then this effect's live again. So they need to have another fucking imperm because they're not going to be able to avail it on the end turns. If they wasted an imperm on your turn, that's cool. Pass turn, main phase, use, and you're already inside your place. And then the same thing, you can still get to Dragoon just like that. 2 more of the names. These are probably the biggest bricks inside your deck, but they're not really a brick, obviously. But this helps you recycle and get to your traps and get to the follow-up, and also add the Femina to your hand. So this is essential to have inside the deck. You want to play both of them until we can find more space in it. I'd always play both. The traps are just very interactive, so naturally we're going to play 1 of each. This is where it gets a little spicy. I only play 1 Ketsu, alright? So yeah, Searcher is great. I don't really feel like getting Drolled, especially when you have loads and Primites. You're most likely going to get Drolled. Droll's still running around. I don't think Droll's a main deck card now. It should be a side deck card, and people are going to learn that. But until then, a lot of people are still playing Droll in the main deck. So I'd prefer not getting Drolled, if at all possible. And the extra effect of fusion, guys, that's fine, but it's not generic, and it has to go into Dracotail anyway, so like it's okay, but like I said, it's not necessary. And we don't really care. This is mainly just a search at the end of the day, because this is our go-to. All right, the Rahu is crazy. This gets you full play. This is a 1-card combo, guys. This starts you out, you dump everything to the grave, and then you're already going crazy, because then you're just gonna add everything back. Like, it's just wild. The recyclability of this card, like, it's insane. So 3 Rahu all day, every day, gets you right into the Dracotail plays, and then from there you can get into Dragoon if you have the rest of the cards in your hand that you need to get there. That is it for the engine. Very simple, very sweet. Now, the addition that I was talking about for this engine was, I also am thinking about running one more vanilla, a level 4 spellcaster. If we have a level 4 spellcaster, one that allows you to do the same plays like inside my Primite Fiendsmith, where we do the load with the barrel, and then you bring out that and go into Baguska, and then you can just fuse on their play, like, and have extra interruption, extra layers. Baguska is still a god card, so I'm thinking about doing that. That'll bring the deck count up to 45, and then also you can take a level 4 spellcaster, make it into the Spirit of Blue Eyes Dragon, and that can be fuel for Dragoon, because you need a Dragon Effect monster along with your King of Swamp or Dark Magician. So huge plays. That's the thought process on that. This is still being tested, it's still being worked, so I'd love to hear your guys' idea on it. Right now for the non-engine, now you guys know I just topped the case tournament for Justice Hunters, and with that being said, I adjusted my non-engine based off of what I think is currently really powerful and what should have been played. So we got 3 Ash. Now Ash is, like I said before, a defensive card. This is to stop you from getting Charmied. This is to stop the Azuna dump. This is to stop the Holy Sue special summon. You know, this card is phenomenal, all right? And it's more of a defensive card, this format, than it is offensive. 3 Nib, you're always going to catch them off guard. People are not expecting Nib to be run. Play 3 Nib, because they're not going to be ready for it. Some people don't play around it, and they get caught. This is standard. I don't think we need to say anything, guys. You're playing all 6 of the Charmies. Perulia is a godsend in the Vanquish Soul. You can draw like almost 5 times off of Perulia, like, and sometimes they'll let you draw, and that'll be a huge mistake, because the more card advantage you have, the crazier your end board's going to be, and the crazier you're going to be able to break the board. 3 Valor. This is your replacement for Imperm, and you can just recycle it back after you use it for fusion, so then you can use it again on their turn. So you can use Valor, fusion summon on their turn, pick back up the Valor, use the Valor again. So Valor is pretty insane, especially since this is not once per turn. Like, this is just, it's wild, and being able to recycle and use it again is phenomenal. 1 Mag, it gets you into both engines. This card is a god card, probably should have been banned, but never was, and you're going to play it. This gets you into your Dracotail engine, this gets you into your Primite engine, and what more do you need out of a card that's an interruption as well? Then your god card and tech choice, 3 Super Polys. This is because we don't know if we're going first or second. Super Poly is phenomenal whether you go first or second, but even better if you're going second. So having Super Poly, it cooks a lot of matchups. If they try to Azuna and Lupus you on your turn, you can activate Super Poly and fuse them into Mud Dragon. Same thing if you know you're playing the Yummies. You can get rid of their Herald and whatever, they're all light beasts, so you can just cook them with Garua, and just a lot of decks fold this. I mean, including Mitsu, you know, there's a lot of plays where this will come up. And also at the same time, like, you can use King of the Swamp too, and take one of their Dragon Effect monsters and then go into Dragoon right there. So that's pretty crazy. So, I mean, Super Poly works really well with this deck. And since we're not playing anything else, we already maximize the monsters out as much as possible. That is why we're going there. You guys are probably also wondering why I'm not playing Lucas or Rhoda inside the deck. Guys, we don't need 9 normal summons, all right? I promise you, like, I've played a lot of control builds, and 6 normal summons is enough. And I can't tell you how many times I've had a Lacrima in hand and a Barrel in hand, and I had to choose between the 2, you know? So that right there being said, like, you don't want to have multiple normal summons in the deck. Malulu is already a god card being normal summon. Same with Barrel. Barrel just starts off a Rampage and you have to interact. So those are plenty of normal summons. And now this deck right here is 44. I think this is fine how it is. You don't need
to do the level 4 spellcaster and do the whole Baguska line. If you don't want to, I think that might be an extra addition to it. I'd like to try it and see how that goes. I think it's just going to add an extra layer of protection for you and playability. And that's going to be the biggest thing with this deck, especially not knowing your hands and kind of hoping that you have certain cards in your hands. But overall, that's going to give you more consistency to be able to stop your opponent and let them be able to go to the next turn. Because there's been a lot of times I saw Baguska, they literally can't do anything. They're trying their best to do something, and then pass turn to you, and then it's a wrap from there because Baguska is just going to go into Zeus. So extra deck, as I said, Baguska. We're playing 1, Typhon, Zeus. We'll see how effective this is. Obviously, right now Baguska doesn't apply because I don't have the level 4 in there. So this could be literally anything. This deck is very flexible on what you can play. Our super poly target for Malice, this cooks Malice. You just literally have to end their turn right there once you super poly them. Dracotail, guys, we're playing fusions. There's plenty of powerful dark monsters that you can out, i.e. Arch Nemesis Protoss. If they summon Protoss on you, you can super poly them and send one of your fusions in that, and then you got Dracotail. So extra layer of interruption that happened plenty of times with people that did. Obviously, our other super poly targets, Garura, Muddragon. These guys cook really hard. Obviously want them. We got the Secretarian Dragon. This is okay. We need the other one. I didn't put the other one in. The Floodgate. We need to put in the Floodgate. It's very important to have the Floodgate. Dragoon. I'm thinking about playing 2 of these because I think I can actually get to 2, and I think 2 might actually come up. Just the way this build is, it's been very consistent with being able to summon 2, so having 2 would be perfect, and especially with the amount of people that want to play Kashtira cards, there might be unicorns and ripping, so having 2 of them I think will be very important. Right now I'm playing 3 of each of our boss monsters. Like I said, this can be flexed out. Honestly, I think all you really need is like 2 and 3, but if you're going to do anything, it'd be 3, maybe 2, maybe 1. The ratios are still being played around with the extra deck. It's not solidified yet. I'm still thinking of different routes to go with this. Obviously there's seals that we can play in here as well, but if I'm making seals then something really horrible happened. But overall, I mean, there's tons of flex spots in this deck, and honestly I think it's all real preference. You only really need 2 and 1, but if you want to be over cautious and really worried about a grind game, 3 and 2 is fine. That's pretty much standard for a lot of builds. But the rest of this is pretty much flex. You guys got to figure out which route you want to go. I'm still testing with it. There will be an updated deck profile. The extra deck is not complete, but we will get there. And I am very considering running Baguska once I put in my level 4 spellcaster monster. And then I'll also be switching out most likely probably Typhon or one of the Gamels just to put in the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon so I can go into Dragoon plays off of that normal monster. And then also looking for a flex spot for the second Dragoon as well. So that's all up in the air right now. Let's go ahead into the side deck. This thing is where I think it's very important. We got 3 talents. This is going to get you to Rahu. This is going to get you to your other talent. This is just a phenomenal card. Your opponent's always going to run RFF to you, so you're going to want to have this. I think you should always play talents. 3 Lancia. A lot of people are taking Lancia out because they're not worried about Malice. Top 8, I played Malice. I only had Lancia in. It was not enough. I saw it one time, but you want to have it because that one time gave me the game. So you want to have Lancia. You need to be ready for Malice. Malice is still a threat. Malice isn't hit. Is out there. The Trinity, I don't think this will ever change. You're always going to have this inside your side deck. Called by, cross out talent. You always want it. Helps you out. Here's the Spice. 3 DD Crows. For the DD Crows, it just depends on what you're going to take out for it. There's options inside here. DD Crow is a god card, especially in the Vanquish Soul matchup. Really get into Yummy too, because then if you pop the field spell, then you can just banish the field spell. And then they literally can't do anything. You can just summon your like normal monster and they can't even attack over it. So like DD Crow is phenomenal and it's really good inside your VSK9 matchups. And then I am playing 3 Fenrir in the side. Going first is when I'll put in the Fenrir. I'll take out Super Polys and put in Fenrir. That way I have more consistency seeing monsters, and obviously this is just an extra layer of interruption going first. I don't think this should be main deck. I see some people trying to main deck this. It's fine, but there's a lot of instances where you could end up stealing this with Sue, and it's just, you got to be careful, you know, because then you might end up facing your own Fenrir. So that is it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'm out. Peace.
Alright y'all, so that was the Dracotail Primite deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video if you haven't already. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts, your changes, how you're feeling about the meta, what routes you're going, what decks you're interested in seeing. And also, don't forget, subscribe, man. It means a lot to me when you guys subscribe. I know that you want to hear my feedback, you want to see these deck profiles. And you know, I'm a full-time dad, you know, I'm a full-time worker, and I'm a full-time bodybuilder, you know, and I'm getting ready for a show right now. So making these videos, and I'm doing my best to take the time to share this content with you, share my ideas, so you guys can also share your ideas with me, and we can just better each other mentally as well, you know, and just come up with some really creative ways to attack the meta. I'm eager to hear you guys' thought. If you have a buddy you're interested in showing these profiles to, share the video, man. Share the video to them. It means a lot to me. You know, it costs nothing to you to share the video, and that's all I care about. And you know, like I always say at the end of these videos, man, I want everybody to stay blessed and focus on your physical and mental health, guys. That's the most important thing ever, all right? You know, we're out here bettering ourselves mentally with these deck profiles, these combos, getting into the strategies, the meta, and that's great. All the technical talk, I love it. But we also need to better ourselves physically, all right? So don't forget, get your steps in, go outside, take a walk around the block, man. That's all it takes. A 30-minute walk around the block is already improving your life 20 times better, you know? And if you got a membership to the gym, hop in the gym, lift some weights. And if you guys need some advice, hit me up, man. I'll give you guys free advice. I'm all about helping out the community. I want to see people better themselves physically, mentally. You know, go ahead and let me know, and I'll be happy to help you, you know? So we better ourselves physically, mentally, spiritually out here, guys. I want y'all to stay blessed. And don't forget, subscribe.